Hi, Minister. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Do I look familiar?
No.
Maybe not. Could you tell me what is your plan to replace the $1.7 trillion of money that we're going to have to pay to meet your goals?
I haven't seen those numbers.
Can you tell me, is this a V6 or a V8 that you're driving today?
It's a vehicle that was provided by the department.
Will you be putting Danielle Smith and Scott Moe in duds like these if they don't follow through with your plan?
We will continue to keep you informed as this story unfolds.
As we speak, as I stand here filming this, Justin Trudeau's climate tyrant, Stephen Guilbeault, is in the McDougall Centre. It is the centre for government here in Calgary, Alberta, and he is here with a message from Trudeau, a message from Ottawa. He's here to say that we need to turn the oil sands off. We need to cut production by 1.3 million barrels per day so that Justin Trudeau can meet the ideologically charged goal of a net zero power grid by 2035. It will not happen, it cannot happen, and it will cause a crisis like we've never seen before here in Alberta. He doesn't really care about that. This is all about ideological points for the Trudeau government. But we're here to ask some pretty serious questions about what their plans are for the 10,000 people that will be out of work because of this policy. He's probably going to say something along the lines of, oh, we'll have green jobs lined up for them. They'll be able to install solar panels instead of drilling wells. The problem with these green jobs is that they pay pennies on the dollar, and there's not enough to go around. It simply cannot work. It's going to cost $1.7 trillion to migrate over to this net zero power grid. That's not a mistake. That's with a T. Trillion dollars, 1.7. It's going to cost that in resource revenue loss. It's going to cost that in jobs. Power bills are going to increase. Cost of living will dramatically escalate, and it will be impossible for Albertans to continue to thrive. Justin Trudeau will be long gone, but the disaster will remain, just like his father's national energy program that permanently crippled Alberta. We still have not completely recovered, and we will never recover from this policy, which is why I'm here to ask Stephen Guilbeault a couple questions. We actually want to speak with him pretty candidly, politely, so I figured I would dress up like this because it's familiar to him, after all. The criminal, Stephen Guilbeault, knows what orange looks like. He's been arrested for what he believes in, and I'm going to ask him if he's prepared to arrest Danielle Smith and Scott Moe and other Western premiers who say that this is not going to fly out west. Hi, Minister. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Do I look familiar?
No.
Maybe not. Could you tell me what is your plan to replace the $1.7 trillion of money that we're going to have to pay to meet your goals?
I haven't seen those
It's
numbers.
the Conference Board of Canada. They just published it. They said it's going to cost $1.7 trillion to get net zero by 2035.
Let me look at the study and get back to you.
I'll email your office so that you have it. There's definitely going to be 10,000 jobs that will be lost, though, and we're wondering what your plan is to replace those.
Definitely?
Yes.
Where is your analysis?
In the oil and gas industry.
No, but where's the analysis coming from?
This is all analysis from the Conference Board of Canada.
I haven't seen that either.
Do you think that your grocery rebate will be able to cover their costs?
I'm sorry?
Do you think that your grocery rebate will be able to cover those costs of the lost jobs?
Well, again, I disagree with your characterization of what we're trying to do on climate change.
Sure.
So
Can you tell me, is this a V6 or a V8 that you're driving today?
it's a vehicle that was provided by the department.
Do you think that
I don't
in a climate crisis you should be
I
driving?
don't personally own a car, and my service vehicle in Ottawa is a 100% electric vehicle, and I take the train between Montreal and Ottawa.
Will you be putting Danielle Smith and Scott Moe in duds like these if they don't follow through with your plan?
Thank you very much.
The answer is that he doesn't have answers. The point here is that they have no plan. They just want to cause whatever ideological chaos they possibly can in the short time that they have left in office. If you want to see more work like this, and if you want to support the work that we're doing, asking questions that nobody else is asking, you'll notice that absolutely no other media was here to speak with Justin Trudeau's Minister of Climate Change. We were here to ask questions. We wanted to be fair, we wanted to have a little fun, but we wanted answers. And granted, we didn't get many from this fella here because he doesn't really seem to know what's going on. We want to continue doing this work. And if you go to www.supportthesignal.com, you can become a member, become a newsroom insider, and get stories like this delivered straight to your inbox. And you can support the work that we're doing, work that nobody else is.
We will continue to keep you informed as this story unfolds.